Welcome back to the Panic Room, everyone, and to another tag video today. So guys, nobody tagged me in this. You guys know how I roll. I don't care if you tag me. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If you tag me, great. If not, and I want to do it bad enough, I'll just do it. This is one of those. So I saw this over on another Bibliophile Reads channel, and it is yet another random questions tag. And I hadn't done random questions in a while, at least I don't feel like I have. So let's do this, shall we? Alright, question number 1. What is a book you don't want to admit that you hate or dislike? I will tell you guys if I hate something. The one that always jumps to mind is The Ruins. I think the story was okay, but the characters killed it for me. Any number of the books I read during Garbaugust, you know, I kind of disliked for the most part, but I don't really hate a whole lot of the stuff that I read. I've addressed this in the past. It's kind of like knowing what you like to eat. I know what I like to read, so I don't usually read things I dislike. Just like you don't eat things that you dislike, usually. So that's my cop-out answer for the first one. Let's move on. Are there authors whose work you haven't gotten on with that you want to revisit? No. No. I can't say. You guys know I don't revisit books, and as far as authors' work, I don't read a lot of the same author. You know, the only one that I can say that I've read numerous books by would probably be King, and, you know, I like them okay. Like, some of them are better than others, but, you know, I'm not going to write them off. I don't do that with hardly anything, or at least I try not to. I can't think of anything that I want to revisit, so to speak, so. Number 3, is your TBR outlined or pantsed? Pantsed. Is that like pants? Like when you pants somebody and you jerk their pants down in public, like you see in, like, cheesy movies? What does that mean for a TBR? Does that mean, like, you just throw it out the window? The short answer is I don't keep a TBR. So, pantsed? Number 4, what is your favorite booktube reading event? Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I gotta say Garbaugust. It's the first one that I was ever asked to be a part of, and Criminale was nice enough, even though I have absolutely no qualifications whatsoever. He was nice enough to ask me to be a part of that, and I had a lot of fun with it. So, I'm gonna have to say Garbaugust. Number 5, how many works does it take to decide if you like or dislike an author's work? Well, that kind of harkens back to the other question. I don't read a lot of the same author. Most of the time, I will read maybe 2 to 3 books by an author if I like them. I guess if I like them, I'll seek out more of their work. If I don't like them, I won't. So, if I don't like your first book, I'm probably not going to seek out another one. Does that make any sense at all? Yeah, if I don't like your first book, I'm probably not going to seek out another one to read by you, just to give you another shot. Unless I'm, like, really attracted to the story for some reason. Then I might. Prompt number 6, which of the 7 deadly sins do you experience the most? Prompt number 7, which of the Olympian gods is your favorite? Athena, the goddess of wisdom. A special mention to, and I hope I'm not going to butcher this, Hephaestus. I think it's Hephaestus. He's the one that, like, if you watch the Disney movie Hercules, he's the one that's, like, making all the tools and stuff. He's, like, so tragic to me. I want to say he's the one that Zeus didn't like him, so he, like, threw him off of Mount Olympus and, like, messed his hip up or messed his leg up or something. So now he has to, like, walk with a limp, and he's immortal, so of course this is forever. And I think he's in love with Aphrodite, but, like, she doesn't love him back. He's such a tragic little guy. So special mention to Hephaestus, if I'm even saying his name right. Number 8, what is your go-to special event meal? Oh, does that mean one that I cook? Because I have a few. I read once that everyone should have, like, a certain thing that they cook well, or a handful of things that they cook well, and I really took that to heart. So I make this gochujang tofu, which is a recent addition. This is phenomenal. I make Thai peanut noodles. Let's see, what else? I make really good sushi. Like, I can make my own veggie sushi. I make these cinnamon banana muffins that are pretty good. Yeah, that's about it. I only really cook for myself. Like, most of the people in my household don't eat veggie, so when I cook something, it's usually just for me. And yeah, I'm not terrible at it sometimes. Let's see, number 9, do you attend local celebrations, fairs, festivals, etc.? Well, I used to when I could be around people safely. No, back in West Virginia, they used to have, like, these street fairs and stuff, usually around, like, 4th of July, stuff like that, and I loved going to those. Seeing all the little, like, private vendors and, you know, the food and things like that, the different shows. Love stuff like that. So yeah, back when I actually had white blood cells and could be around people, loved doing that. Number 10, do you prefer the city, suburb, small town, or the country? This question has been in another tag. And I remember that I agreed with Namiria when she did the same tag, because she was talking about how there's merit to all of these places. I grew up very rural in the country, and I like the privacy of that. I do like the small town, like you never have to worry about traffic kind of aspect of the country or rural life. However, now that I live next to a big city, there are some definite positives. You know, shipping is faster. You never have to worry about, oh, my grocery store doesn't have this thing or whatever. And there's a lot more stuff to do. So there's really merit in all of these places, I think. I think it just depends on what you prioritize. Number 11, are there any booktube videos you have a hard time making? Not really. I enjoy all of them for different reasons. I think as far as like labor, like hard labor is concerned, it's my like shorts, my little holiday shorts, just because like the makeup takes a while, the camera angles and setup takes a while, you know, the editing takes a while. Now, that being said, they are some of my favorites, so I don't look at them as hard. But from a labor standpoint, those would be hard. But I enjoy making all types of videos. No, I don't find any of them hard. All right, problem number 12, are you interested in local history? Yeah, I love local history. I love to find out like different things about towns and buildings and stuff. When I was back home in West Virginia, that was kind of what sparked the whole cryptid thing for me. You know, going into like the Mothman and all of that. You know, here, you know, you have like the Bobby Mackey and stuff like that. So yeah, I love history. You know, and it doesn't necessarily need to be haunted for me to enjoy it. I even love going into like old buildings and stuff, you know, and seeing the architecture and the art and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. Number 13, what subjects were your favorite in school? English, literature, you know, I feel like sometimes schools put those together. Anything that got me to read or write, I was usually fine with. Loved history, always loved history. Matter of fact, I liked it so much that I took extra history classes in college. Was never big into math. I found science, like biology science, not like chemistry, stuff like that, but like biology, I found it fascinating, but it was never my best subject. I was always like a B in science, but I find it fascinating. I really, truly do. Like the mechanizations of stuff is just mind-blowing to me. But in school, yeah, English, history, I was much more that side of the coin when I was in like high school. Number 14, if you could go back in time and change one thing in your life, what would it be? Anybody want to guess? I would go back a year before my diagnosis and make my ass go to the doctor. That's what I would change. Number 15, are there any childhood entertainments that you still engage in? Reading? Let's see. I have a couple adult coloring books. Does that count? You know what? I also really like swings. I don't know why, like if I go to like a national park or whatever, like I love just to swing. And I know that's a very childlike thing, but I love swings. I think they're really underrated. All right, and the last one, of course, is tag people. No. So guys, that is it. Another random questions tag. Again, I felt like I hadn't done one of these in a while, so this is kind of like another get to know me kind of video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I like making these. You know, it kind of like lets me think outside of the bookish box a little bit, so. But let me know down below if you want to answer some of these questions. I know Anthony always does. What was your favorite subject in high school? What was your childhood entertainment? I'd love to know that. I like to read stuff like that. And guys, of course, if you like this, please hit like, hit subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time, bye for now.